Hey everybody, so this is just in case I am not here on that day. This is a run through of exactly what you're going to do and roughly how much time you should be spending on each piece. You have the same kind of overall learning goal, thinking about the personal choices that you're making and how those can affect your financial future, far out, but then also kind of the near future. The first thing that you were going to be thinking about is the value of our education. And in this case, what I want you to be thinking about is you can be reflective, if you will, but then also think about what are some reasons behind why education is pushed so hard on you, okay? With that, there are two things you'll do for agenda item 1. I'm not sure which order you're going to do. It's kind of dependent upon whoever is in charge. There is a short video clip that you'll need to watch, and then there's also a hard copy class set that you'll need to read. In total, this shouldn't really take more than 10 to 15 minutes. 10 minutes if you decide to work independently and you are reading the article and watching the video on your own. 15 if you decide you want to discuss a little bit. Probably no more than 20. Probably no more than 20. So this is specifically agenda item 1. This is the first portion of that day. The video is located on slide 55. This is the link right here. Doesn't matter which order you do it in, but you got to do them both. We shall see. The next thing that I want you to do for agenda item 2 is the self-assessment self-assessment of values and interests. Think back to what results you got from the ICAP. That one's probably a little more accurate. However, this one still has a lot of the similar ideas. Every single one of you is going to get a hard copy of this. This is yours. You're going to take this with you. So after you fill this out, you're going to use this to complete the actual assignment. All right. So you will get a hard copy of this. You will write on this. Read the instructions carefully because there's a few pieces that are pretty straightforward. All right. But you're going to fill this out, and then you're going to tally up the totals that you get, and then you'll figure out what that means on the back. That's going to help you to complete this assignment, which is attached to your name. This is the first portion of this assignment, which is attached to your name. So complete this only after the pink sheet is done. Pretty much right here where you see self-assessment, that is the section, all right? And again, this is attached to your name. After you have done that, this brings you down to agenda item 3. And that is where you're going to look at the classifieds and also, if you have time, education. You may only have time for the classifieds. Slides 60 to 62 and then also 63 have some guidance to help you go along. So on the document itself, the instructions are pretty straightforward. Slides 60 and 62, this is some self-assessment stuff. Specifically 62. Has some pieces to help you simplify while you're working. The attachment you'll be using is this hard copy class set that you'll be given in class. This is not on Google Classroom, so you will need to do this or at least get this started. If you need it, you're going to have to message me. I'll also be checking in with the teacher to see what was accomplished, or I might be putting an announcement out on Google Classroom to kind of see where we're at. All right. Education is slide 63. So here's the classified piece, another kind of visual, if you will, and then here's the education piece, and that's also described on the last portion of the attachment to your name. Pay attention to the title. Pay attention to the pacing that your teacher throws out. You may not get to this. You may not even finish the classified section. We'll just kind of wait and see how it goes. That's going to be the focus for agenda items 1, 2, and 3. All right, so that's going to be roughly 1 to 2 days, probably no more than 1.5. All right, with 1.5, I'm thinking after the first day what's going to happen is we might jump into something, and then if we have time on Friday, we will jump back into, or excuse me, if we have time on Wednesday or the third day that we're doing this post, then we might jump in and we might fill in areas where we were missing. So pacing wise, this is going to be roughly 1 day's worth of work. That's why you may not even get to the education portion, and you may not even finish this portion. At the very least, though, the self-assessment and the reflection, definitely going to be doing that, and you're going to want to have gotten started on this.